following program is a presentation of the Hilltopper Sports Satellite Network, produced by Hilltopper IMG Sports Marketing. WKU PBS will return to this channel at the conclusion of the program.
Coach's Corner with Jeff Brohm is brought to you by Bluegrass Cellular, the official wireless sponsor of WKU Athletics. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded. Interventional pain specialist. Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Pizza Hut, home of the big dinner box. Make it great. Taco Bell, Taco Bell's new Dollar Cravings menu, Taco Bell, because sometimes you gotta live Mas. Toyota of Bowling Green, we take care of people. UPS. Today's logistics of the games are delivered by UPS. Information about how UPS can put the power of logistics to work for you at thenewlogistics.com. And by WKONA, nowhere to go. Welcome to the Coach's Corner, presented by Bluegrass Cellular, the official wireless sponsor of WKU Athletics, with Coach Brohm. Coach, an exciting game is always a fight with Middle Tennessee. Unfortunately, 50-47 loss to Middle Tennessee.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. I thought our guys really played hard. They battled. There's a lot of momentum shifts in the game. We continued to fight hard to the very end, and unfortunately, we just didn't play well enough. They found a way to get the touchdown at the end to score, and we had a few opportunities there at the end of the game to get some touchdowns in there. Didn't quite do it. So. Our guys fought hard. I was proud of them, and I think we'll become a better team because of this.
Coach, I like that, like you said, even after the game, how the kids just fought the entire time.
No, they did, and these games are great rivalry games. It means a lot. You want to win. I think our guys competed. They did play hard. There was a lot of excitement, a lot of big plays in the game, and we got to just look at things, try to correct some of the mistakes, and clean a few things up here and there, and just continue to get better. But they did give very good effort.
And you said that too, the explosive plays, how important it is in a football game with explosive plays.
Well, it was, and we made some big plays on offense. Each player, there were a lot of guys that stood out for us that made some big plays in the passing game, that played very well and put up some big numbers. And it's unfortunate that we weren't able to find a way to win, but that's football, and like I said, we'll get back to the film room, study some things we need to correct and get better at, and hopefully improve.
Okay, Coach, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back to you after these messages. This Conference USA report is brought to you by HitSense, the exclusive presenter of WKU's inaugural Conference USA season. HitSense, dream it real.
When you're part of a community, you feel empowered, like you can handle anything, because no matter what happens, you have the support of those around you, people who genuinely care. With Bluegrass Cellular's 4G nationwide coverage and all the latest smartphones and devices, you can go anywhere and do anything, because your community will be with you, supporting you every step of the way. Bluegrass Cellular, your community, expanded.
Gunnerman Group is a go.
Yes! Not just a startup, an upstart. Gotta get going.
Gotta be good.
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 Growth is the goal. How do we do that?
I talked to UPS. They'll help us out. New technology, smart advice. We focus on the business, and they take care of the logistics.
UPS.
Good going.
We get good. That's great.
Great. Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
I love logistics.
Anybody else think Coke seems to taste pretty great at McDonald's? Well, join the club. Is it 'cause any size Coke is only $1? Or 'cause fries and a Coke really hit the spot? Whatever it is, when any size Coca-Cola, soft drink, or sweet tea is just $1, there's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
see you before you see them. Cops are cracking down on drinking and driving. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Western Kentucky students, parents, alumni, and fans, we have the exclusive WKU debit card available for you. Open a regular checking account with South Central Bank and ask for one today. We are South Central Bank, small enough to know you, WKU fans.
And big enough to help. We now offer e-statements, mobile banking, and remember, the official debit card of WKU Athletics.
Get yours today at any South Central Bank location.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you are one of the 100 million Americans who suffer from chronic pain and are frustrated with treatments that don't provide lasting relief, let the team of professionals with interventional pain specialists help you get back to life. Understanding the physical, psychological, and emotional toll pain can have on your life, their multidisciplinary care is personalized specifically to your unique case, customizing your treatment plan to deliver the best possible outcome. Make your appointment to visit the interventional pain specialists today.
This week's injury update is brought to you by WKONA. They want you to know where to go. Welcome back to the Coach's Corner, presented by Bluegrass Cellular, the official wireless sponsor of WKU Athletics. Coach, what an awesome game between both teams, but offensively did extremely well, especially with Brandon Dowdy setting the single-game season record of 593 yards passing.
Yeah, it was a tremendous effort by him. Anytime you're able to throw for over 500 yards, especially 2 times in 3 games, is really phenomenal. So he's done a tremendous job. You know, he worked extremely hard in the offseason to improve on his weaknesses and things that he needed to get better at. I think he's came out this season and he's distributed the ball to our playmakers. He's ran the offense very well. He's very tough, stands in the pocket, delivers the throw on time, has a good grasp and understanding of what we're doing. And definitely he played well. He made some big plays in the passing game. He really is the trigger man for our offense and did a tremendous job all game long of really playing well and getting us with some big play opportunities.
Coach, how frustrating it is to go over 700 yards in total offense and come away with a loss.
It is frustrating. Trust me, all of our guys are upset and disappointed right now. All of our coaches are as well. And you know, those are things you just got to go back. You got to get into the film room. You got to say, okay, what could we have done better on offense? What do we need to do to help the defense? What do we need to do better on defense? And a lot of that is things I think we can correct, but we've got to, you know, get to work on them extremely hard, realize the things that we need to get better at and correct them. And I think if we're willing to look in the mirror and do that and really work hard to getting better every week, I think that we'll continue to improve. But it's important to learn from a loss and to get better at the things that you need to get better at.
Coach, you notice we talk a lot about the passing game, but also Leon Allen was over 100 yards rushing.
Yeah, you know, he's a big, strong runner. He ran the ball very well. You know, he's the guy that we've got to continue to put the ball in his hands, but he's done well in the passing game as well. He's caught a lot of balls for us. He's ran the ball for yards. He had over 100 yards rushing again. You know, he's a very durable player. He's a guy that we've got to continue to mix the ball to. We've got to continue to get Ace Wells in the game with him as well to kind of spell Leon. He did get tired at times throughout the game looking back at the film, so we've got to manage our repetitions there, get Ace Wells in the game. He's kind of a little bit of a shiftier back, and we've got to utilize him a little bit more, we think, in the near future.
Also, too, you had receivers. You had 3 receivers over 100 yards receiving.
No, that was good to see. We think we've got some receivers that are improved in the passing game. They did make some plays, especially up the field. You know, looking back at the tape, we need to get a little bit better blocking on the perimeter and being a little more physical, especially with some of the guys we have out there to help the running game. But for the most part, they made plays. They got a lot of yards. They got a lot of catches. And those are guys that are going to continue to still need to provide a big spark for us all year.
And Coach Holt, not Coach Holt, but Nick Holt had a great game with tackling. He had over 12 solo tackles on defense.
No, he's done a good job this year. He's the quarterback of the defense. He gets us lined up in the right call, and really he's done a good job of reading, you know, what the offense is going to do, making plays, making big tackles. We've got to get some others to step up with him to make big plays, and you know, those are things that Nick has done a great job of all year long of getting us in the right calls and playing hard.
And offensively, let's shift back to offense. They did extremely well. They worked together and gelled, but after interviewing Willie, even though with all their accomplishment, they would say it was nothing if you come away with the loss.
No, and it definitely hurts. You know, you want to win the ball game. You want to find a way to win in overtime. So our guys understand that even though we did play well in certain areas, that it's a team game. We've got to find ways to win, even if certain people have to make sacrifices here and there. And we've got to really buckle down and get this thing corrected and try to come out with a big game coming up against Navy.
And Coach, let's talk a little bit about special teams. Schwetman was very consistent under pressure, doing overtime, and was very consistent.
You know what? He did a tremendous job. He had a very good year for us last year. He's improved upon that. He works extremely hard at his craft, and he made some big kicks, some kicks that were under pressure we needed to make. He's a very accurate kicker, but he's definitely done a very good job so far this season.
And Coach, like right before we went into the half, I mean, Dowdy had a great job, and then he threw an interception. And what was your thoughts on that, Coach?
Well, that one definitely did hurt us. He did get hit a little bit as he threw. We were trying to go vertical versus press coverage of one of our big receivers. The ball was slightly underthrown. I think it was a little bit because he got hit. And we've got to just bat the ball down when that happens and not allow the defender to make the catch, because they had a little momentum with that. They took it down and got some points off of it. So we've got to prevent that at the end of the half. But we wanted to be aggressive, and it backfired on us a little bit.
And you talked about it during your interviews after the game, is the short yardage, something that you got to work on.
We do, and you know, we had a few chances where we got into some two backs in the goal line, had a couple big plays, and then they loaded up the box there. And looking back at the tape, we missed a few assignments that we should have made to get the ball in. But those are things that we have to get better at. We have short yardage situations. We got to convert. We got to come away with points. We have to be physical at the point of attack, and we're going to work extremely hard to try to get that fixed.
Okay, now, Coach, we're going to go to the Toyota play of the game. Coach, now the play.
Well, what we have here is we got in our 5 wide out set and tried to really spread the field. We had a key 3rd and 10, I believe, long yardage situation that we needed to convert. We had just kind of completed a couple of deep passes to get them soft on us. So we came back. They were playing a little bit of a soft coverage, a little bit of a prevent look, and we went with really a jailbreak screen to our receiver. We had Nick Norris lined up here, Taywan Taylor in the slot. Quarterback drops back. Okay, the line kind of sets, the tackles invite the ends up the field. Our interior 3 are going to quickly set butt, hit the defenders, and then leak out and lead up the block. So Taywan kicked out the corner. We had Brandon Ray right here, made a tremendous cut block on the linebacker. Nick Norris caught the ball on the tunnel screen. As soon as he catches it, he cut up inside his blocks. He ran down the field, almost went all the way for a touchdown. But a tremendous job of setting the play up, a tremendous job by our O-line of getting out in space and cutting guys, getting them on the ground, and creating a huge open running lane for our receiver, Nick Norris.
How important was the coverage in this play, Coach?
Well, it's very important. You know, like I said, we had just hit a few deep plays up the field. We thought the coverage was soft. It was a long yardage situation, so we said, hey, let's throw it underneath and let our receivers do the rest. And like I said, it was a great effort by our guys blocking. Taywan Taylor and our interior 3 up front did a tremendous job of making the hole really big for Nick to hit it and run down the sideline and almost score a long touchdown.
You know, everybody talks about a tunnel screen. What does it mean to have being a tunnel and a tunnel screen for a receiver?
Well, tunnel screen, really you got to work a lot, because what happens is you've got to invite the pass rush. You want teams to rush, and then really your line is going to leak out, and they've got to make some critical blocks on some linebackers, some secondary guys that are athletic. They try to jump around blocks, and normally we ask them to just run at them and get them cut, throw and cut. If you do that, normally it opens up space for our receivers.
Coach, thank you. We'll be back to you after these messages. You're watching the Coach's Corner. Hey, Hilltopper fans. I know you're hungry for our next home game. And while you're out tailgating with your IGA products, you could be a winner.
There's a big difference between a network and a community. In a community, you feel like you can do anything, because those around you will support you every step of the way. Bluegrass Cellular is a community with 4G nationwide coverage and all the latest smartphones and devices. That enables you to take the people who matter the most with you everywhere you go. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded.
You were just supposed to buy the couch. What did you do?
To get the best deal, I had to buy the set.
Why did you buy extra things we don't need?
You shouldn't have to buy what you don't want. If you just want internet, choose Time Warner Cable's everyday low-price internet for only $14.99 a month, with no extra products to buy or long-term contract to sign. And it's not a promotional price. You make the call. Choose better.
Call today or visit twc.com now to get everyday low price internet for $14.99 a month. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
Cheesy Bites.
Thanks to the Ninja Turtles, Cheesy Bites are back. Try one now for $11.99 or get any other pizza for just $11 online. And see the Ninja Turtles in theaters August 8th. Pizza Hut.
Hilltopper fans, Scott Waste Services have teamed up with WKU Athletics and Coca-Cola to bring you the Scott Waste Services Recycling Roundup. Please recycle your plastic cups and Dasani water bottles by placing them in the bottle-shaped containers located throughout the concourse of Houchins L.T. Smith Stadium. With your help, we can reduce the amount of plastic that is sent to the landfill and keep our stadium clean. Thanks, Scott Waste, and remember, Hilltopper fans, good sports always recycle. Go Tops.
I like that Passport's right here in Kentucky. That's why I choose Passport.
We choose Passport because there's no cost to us.
I choose Passport because they helped my mom get the care she needed.
We choose Passport because of her.
Why will you choose Passport? Call 1-800-578-0603 and choose Passport, a proud sponsor of WKU's Hilltoppers with Heart. Passport Health Plan. We take the time to care.
Okay, we made it. Thanks, guys.
Y'all having car trouble?
Betsy here? Well, she's seen better days.
Yeah, we need some new wheels. Well, you've come to the right place.
At Toyota of Bowling Green, we have a wide selection of quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs. And the best part is, if you don't love it, bring it back.
We'll take it.
Great, you're gonna love it.
Hope you don't mind if we pay you in cash. Betsy's trunk is full of these.
Toyota of Bowling Green.
We take care of people.
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner, presented by Bluegrass Cellular, the official wireless sponsor of WKU Athletics. Coach Delgado, what does he mean for the team as a leader?
Well, Coach Delgado is a guy that has tremendous experience. He's coached for a long time at a high level, really understands the defensive line position. He's a technician at what he does, very good at technique and fundamentals, and really does a great job working with the players. He's a player's coach. But he also works them hard, but the experience he brings to the table and the expertise he has is really very beneficial to our team.
And how important is him? Because he's inherited a lot of young guys. He got two starters that got a chance to play before, but how is he with the younger guys?
Well, he's very good, and we do have a younger team, and he's working with a lot of younger guys right now, and I think the more he's able to get his hands on with them and work with them for a long time, they'll continue to improve. You know, he really spends some quality time with them, not only on the field, but in the film room, and he's a great person, great human being, really cares a lot about our players, and I think he does a tremendous job.
I got a chance to talk to Coach, and he's from my hometown area, California, and got a chance to talk to him a little bit about it, but he said that where you guys met was in Louisville.
Yes, we did. We coached together there briefly, and you know, he's a guy that coached at a lot of places, and he's coached out west for a long time. He's been in a lot of big-time schools. Done a tremendous job. He really got to know him at Louisville, and he's, like I said, a great person who not only is an expertise in football, but he cares a lot about people, cares a lot about student athletes, and really is a family guy.
I got a chance to see him on the field. He brings a lot of energy, too, in practice.
Yes, he does. You know, he loves the game of football. He's a big man. He's played the position. He has a son playing in collegiate sports right now, and really brings a lot of passion and energy to our team.
Okay, Coach, now to the feature with Coach Delgado.
All of a sudden, if you strike him and you end up way up here, you're too high. You want to strike him and then just work my hips this way. See this relationship I want right here. Not that relationship. Here we go.
My name is Ken Delgado. I coach defensive ends, and I'm from California. I was previously at Eastern Michigan University, and an opportunity came here to work with Coach Brohm, and I saw that and seized the opportunity to try to be here as part of the Hilltopper staff, and I'm very familiar with a lot of the coaches here on the staff. So I pursued this and want to be here.
One time, on here, let's press this sled. Ready, ready.
My coaching career began at San Jose State University, and that's where I played, and that's where I returned to my alma mater to coach. I was there for 6 years, and then I moved on to the University of Utah. I spent some time there and then moved on to San Diego State, and I was there for 8 years. After my tour at San Diego State, I went on to the University of California for 6 years with Coach Tedford at Cal. From there, I went to the University of Louisville, and that's where I met Coach Brohm, and I was there for 2 years. And then after that, Eastern Michigan University for 4. And so now that brings me right here to Western Kentucky. So my roots are in the West, but more recently here in the Midwest. I first worked with Coach Brohm at Louisville, and the first thing that struck me about him is just his leadership qualities. I mean, he's a quarterback, by trade, and you follow quarterbacks have that natural charisma about them. And so, obviously I identified that in Coach Brohm, and then I recognized his tremendous ability to coach the offense. And so he's just a guy whose team I want to be on. Coaching the defensive ends, our portion of the defense is that we are members of the defensive line, where we have the defensive tackles that are coached by Don Dunn, and the defensive ends. And that's just as it sounds. We are the defensive linemen on the end of the line of scrimmage.
That's it, press it, press it, press it, press it.
Well, up to this point, my favorite part about being a part of this team is just working with the tremendous staff that we have. We have, everyone talks about the experienced staff that we have here, and it's true. So even though I've been doing this for a while, I learn a little bit something new every day. So far it's been working with the players and working with the staff. Our goals are obviously to win the conference championship, and along with that on the defense, we have got to stop the offense and be productive with our turnovers and do everything we can to help win a football game. Along with that, the players are working very hard, and if we perform well enough to receive any individual accolades amongst our players, and I hope that comes our way. But really, our goal is to win. Well, this is my first time experiencing actually moving into a new conference, but I think obviously the competitive level is going to improve. But also it'll be a challenge, because normally when you're in a conference, you get to know the teams in your conference. And so it's going to be a learning experience in terms of dealing with new teams and understanding what their style is, going to different venues. It's going to be a learning experience from day one. I'm really looking forward to every new game and just see what this experience is with this new staff. It's all kind of a new beginning, with a new coach, new conference, and a new school for me, so I'm excited about it.
There you go! Hey, that's a good job! That's how you show up on the ball right there! Nice job, nice job!
I'm so glad I decided to shop at Priceless IGA for the game today.
You save so much money. Mm-hmm. We should...
When you're part of a community, you feel empowered, like you can handle anything. Because no matter what happens, you have the support of those around you, people who genuinely care. With Bluegrass Cellular's 4G nationwide coverage and all the latest smartphones and devices, you can go anywhere and do anything. Because your community will be with you, supporting you every step of the way. Bluegrass Cellular, your community, expanded.
Gunnerman Group is a go.
Yes! Not just a startup, an upstart.
Gotta get going. Gotta be good.
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 Growth is the goal. How do we do that?
I talked to UPS. They'll help us out. New technology, smart advice. We focus on the business, and they take care of the logistics.
UPS.
Good going.
We get good. That's great.
Great. Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
I love logistics.
Hey Hilltopper fans, starting this season, WKU Athletics is launching a women's fan club to help bring together female Hilltopper fans. By partnering with local businesses, this group will offer female fans unique VIP opportunities and access to exclusive events like a football women's clinic and pregame meet and greets. For more information on how you can get involved, visit WKUsports.com and be sure to wear your red throughout the year.
I like that Passport's right here in Kentucky. That's why I choose Passport.
We choose Passport because there's no cost to us.
I choose Passport because they helped my mom get the care she needed.
We choose Passport because of her.
Why will you choose Passport? Call 1-800-578-0603 and choose Passport, a proud sponsor of WKU's Hilltoppers with Heart. Passport Health Plan. We take the time to care.
I'm so glad I decided to shop at Priceless IGA for the game today.
You save so much money. We should...
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner, presented by Bluegrass Cellular, the official wireless sponsor of WKU Athletics. Coach, now this week you're going to have a bye week. Give some extra time. Are you guys going to take time off, or what are the players going to do?
Well, we're going to give them a little bit of time off, and our guys need to. We have a few guys that are injured that need to get better. A few guys that have been playing injured that need some time to heal up a little bit. And at the same time, once we get back at it, we're going to work hard on the techniques and fundamentals of becoming a better football team, becoming better at our position that we play, and improve upon the things that we need to improve upon, and really take a strong, hard look at what do we need to do better, how do we need to do it. And really focus in and lock in and becoming a better football team, and then we'll get on to Navy.
Okay, Coach, during that week, the coach is going to have time off too?
Not a whole lot, but a little bit here and there. I think you got to get a little bit of a breather. But, this is the football season. You spend a lot of time trying to help your team win. It's a very important time of the year. I think our guys are looking forward to getting back in the film room, getting back at work, trying to find ways to make this team better, to find a way to get over the hump, to win some of these close games. And we got a lot of tough games coming up, a lot of good football teams in this conference, a lot of good teams we're playing out of the conference in Navy and Army that we've got to be ready for, that give us some different looks. So there's a lot of work to be done, and we're going to do everything we can to prepare for each opponent, and we've got a very important game coming up.
How much time, this extra time, is for Navy? How important it is?
Well, we're going to definitely spend a lot of time on them, and we have in the past, even in the off season, preparing for their option attack, and that's something that you got to spend a lot of time doing. So I think we've got an initial plan ready for Navy on both sides of the ball. We'll be able to spend a lot of time getting ready for exactly what they're going to do, what we're going to see from them when we play them on the following Saturday, and then we're going to be able to watch them again the following week after they play another game, analyze them again, see if they did anything different. But a very important game for us. We've got to prepare for it as hard as we can, get ready to play. It's going to be a tough physical game, and we got to find a way to win.
Okay, Coach, thanks so much. You know what? Turn in next week to the Coach's Corner, presented by Bluegrass Cellular, the official wireless sponsor of WKU Athletics. Coach's Corner with Jeff Brohm is brought to you by Bluegrass Cellular, the official wireless sponsor of WKU Athletics. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded. Interventional pain specialist. Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Pizza Hut, home of the big dinner box. Make it great. Taco Bell, Taco Bell's new Dollar Cravings menu. Taco Bell, because sometimes you gotta live Mas. Toyota of Bowling Green, we take care of people. UPS, today's logistics of the game are delivered by UPS. Information about how UPS can put the power of logistics to work for you at thenewlogistics.com. And by WKONA, nowhere to go.
The preceding program has been a presentation of the Hilltopper Sports Satellite Network, produced by Hilltopper IMG Sports Marketing. WKU PBS will now return to this channel.